Welcome back, Amy. And in this video, we're going to take a look at how to edit or put new news items on the site. And the news items are a page. So I'm in that dashboard. So I'm going to go to page, just go to all pages, clicked on it. All right. So like I said in the previous movie, I don't like the way they order this. I don't know why the front page isn't up at the very top. Maybe there's a way of reordering these, but I've never figured it out. But anyway, front page, that's where we're putting our news. All right, when someone goes to villageoflima.us, they're going to drop into this news page. That's the first thing they're going to see. So I'm going to hit edit or click on edit, and it's going to bring you to here. All right. Now, here you can see news items. Let's say we're going to take something off of here. Let's say, okay, enough of the Dan Dumar Day. That was a year ago. All right, easy enough. Just come down here, and you have this little edit content thing here. So you left click on that, and we can delete it. Okay, no more Dan Dumar. And then anytime you hit, I'll show you why there's different boxes here. But okay, enough of the Dan Dumar, so we're going to delete it. All right. Now, it's not really deleted yet, okay, until I hit update over here. Okay, so let me just show you. If you didn't hit update, and then you said, okay, I'm going to do something. It says, this page is asking you to confirm you want to leave. Data you have entered may not be saved. Now, sometimes you might have made a mistake and say, yeah, I want to leave the page. I didn't want to, I didn't want Dan Dumar's stuff to leave. So you can see Dan Dumar Day is still going to be down here. Okay. If I wanted Dan Dumar Day out of there for good, all right, I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Unfortunately, it doesn't bring me right back to that page, so I got to go to page, all pages. Come in here. We're going to edit news again. All right, so let's go down. Where's Danny Dumar? Dan was a good employee with us, but his day's over. So I'm going to click on that edit button. I'm going to delete the content, and I'm going to delete the heading. All right, now when I hit update, okay, it's going to take effect. No more Dan Dumar Day. All right. It kind of shows you the page now, and you scroll down, there's Linda Banfield Day, but there's no more Dan Dumar Day. That's gone for good. Okay. If you wanted to see what exactly this would look like, remember you can go and visit the site, or an easier way is just to come up here and just view the page. Okay, so hit view page, it'll show you just what this page looks like. All right, and Dan Dumar is not in here anymore. So if you decide you want something out of here, Village Green volunteers, we haven't gotten one single volunteer. Maybe it's time to get rid of this. Linda Banfield Day, maybe she gets a couple months up here, and then maybe it's time to go. All right, so I got to come back to the dashboard. So that's how you delete something. Okay, now let's talk about adding something new. Okay, so okay, we're going to go up to pages. We're going to go to all pages. We're going to go back to the news. All right, so this is the most common thing you're ever going to do. So we're going to hit edit. Now, if you decide, once you get going, you're bored, you want to like jazz this up or do something different, that's fine with me. But when I designed this site, the main thing was, can people easily find the information they need? It's no work of art, but it's easy to find stuff. All right, so let's say I want to put an announcement up here that says Lima is looking for a dog catcher. Okay. All right. Now, the easiest thing whenever you have something, instead of starting from scratch, which you can do, what I usually do is just use existing formatting. Okay. And that way I don't have to like figure out what font this was and do all that. Now, it's not like Microsoft Word where I can highlight something and then there's a format painter. There's nothing like that that I know of here. Okay. So what I tend to do is, okay, I say, all right, I want to put something new in here. Let's do it down toward the bottom, so in case someone just happens to sign on and wondering, wow, dog catcher, really? All right, I'll just put it down here. So what I tend to do is this. I go, all right, so I'm going to come down here to edit content. So I go to, go to a heading and I just say clone. Okay. So then that creates a clone of what the heading formatting is. All right. And then the next thing I do is I'll go down to this heading here, down into this box, and I left click here and I'm going to clone this. All right. Now there's the move button. So what I do is I just move one of them up. So now we have two of the same thing. All the formatting is good, just like it is on the rest of the page. So then I just come up in here and just type in, let's say village seeks dog catcher. Okay. And then down here, the formatting is all set. So I can just say the Village of Lima is looking for someone to catch stray dogs. Okay. Now let's say the only other complication here might be is, all right, maybe there's a web link we want to go to. All right, so I'm just going to hit enter, and now let's say I want to put a link in here somewhere. Okay, so let me just go onto the web here and just say Livingston County Animal Control. Okay, so I find it up here. So maybe part of this position is, we want people to look on to see some information about dog control. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to just come up to the web page. I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to copy that web link. So now I come into here and I can just type, let's say I could do Control V. I could, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I don't know what happened, but okay, I'm going to do undo. Okay. So I thought I just had that on the clipboard. Let's do Control C. Let's come down here. I got to be in that little box. Control V. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there's Livingston County Dog Control. Now, maybe we don't have to put all that information in here, but so next thing is once I'm in there, it's not a hot link yet. Okay, so I've got to come up here and go insert the link. Okay, so insert the link. Now, it already has what it is in there. Okay, I can see it's Livingston County Dog Control. So I'll hit apply. Okay, and now the link, it should be a hot link. Okay, now you see when I hover over it gets an underline. Now, maybe we don't need, maybe you don't want all of this in here. I don't know, but so you got it in there. But if someone's coming to the page right now, they just see it as white, and they're not going to think it's a hot link. Okay, so what I've done throughout the web page is put a bold blue, okay, and an underline to show hot links. All right. So when you just type something, the default on this page is white. So this is what you do. You would think that you would highlight all of this and then come up here and start changing stuff. Okay. You might be able to do the bold and the underline, but I don't think you can change color up here. So this is the way I do it. Okay. You may find another way. You're a really smart person. So so you click anywhere in here. You don't highlight. You just click anywhere in this text. And you come up here to the font text. And you click on that. And it comes over here. You can see the color is now white. So we're just going to edit that. And we're going to go to the dark blue. And you can see it changes to blue. All right. So we're good with the color. Font weight. So then I put that onto bold. And then lastly, I'll put the text decoration in here as an underline. All right, and then we just end it. Okay, so now we have done a title by just cloning something, and then we had this. We might want to add the Village Looking for Stray Dogs. Okay, see the link below for more information. Okay. All right, so that is how to put in something with a link into the site. Remember, this isn't live into the site until I hit update. Okay, so if I try to go visit the site, it's going to warn me. Remember, it's going to say, oh, you're not going to save what you just did. So I'm going to say stay on page. I'll hit update over here. Okay, so we do update. Takes a little bit while the site does that. Okay. Now, let's just visit the page. Okay, and at any time I do something, I go and visit the page, and I come down to here. Village looking for see the link before. So I see that I do a proofreading, and then I check the link out. So I left click on that, and it does take me to dog control out here. Okay, and I'll just use the back button to come back to the site. Now, obviously, since we are not looking for a dog catcher. Okay, I'm going back to the dashboard. I got to get back into this page. I probably could have done it an easier way. Let me just do this. I'll show you an easier way. Okay, instead of going to the dashboard and then having to do pages, I can just hit edit this page right here. Okay, also at the bottom of every page, there's that same thing. So on short pages, you might see this more readily. So you click on that, and then it'll bypass having to pick the page because it'll just have the page here for you. So, okay, and it does this because I'm signed on as an administrator. Okay, if you're just looking at this site, let's say you're just a person, villagealignment.us. Okay, there's no, well, it's dashboard here for me because I'm signed on, but a normal person would not have dashboard capability. All right, so just the last thing is, since we're not actually looking for a dog catcher, I come in here and I get the edit content button, and I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to come in here, click on this, delete that, come up here, delete. Okay, and now we're back to normal. All right, so I've shown you in this movie how to come in and edit a page, the front page, and mostly what we're exploiting is the idea of cloning, because that way you don't have to come up with all the new formatting. In fact, so basically if you want to change some formatting, okay, you want to create it like how I created that red over there or something. It's just a little quirky because it doesn't work exactly. Now I notice there is some tools up here. You could come up here and you can bold stuff like that. All right, so that kind of works. like Word, Microsoft Word. But as far as changing the color and stuff in here, remember what you have to do. You have to click somewhere in here, and then you have to hit this T for font, and then you can start messing around with stuff. So you want to edit the color. You want to make this pink. You can, okay, because maybe that's what the color COVID is. All right, but I don't want that. I just want to put it back to black. All right, so these are the buttons that I use a lot. The font, the insert a link, and occasionally I might bold or italicize something here. Centering, usually I do a left, just justify. So there are some tools in there, but that's essentially all you need to know to change some stuff. Okay, so end of movie. We'll see you on the next one where I'll talk about how to insert minutes.